The best streaming devices let you access the countless hours of entertainment available online. While many smart TVs have some of the top streaming apps, most of the best streaming devices have all of them. The other reason why we prefer buying a streaming device is to control the interface, as most television purchases stick you with something you can't control. Roku OS and Apple's TV OS offer definite improvements. Selecting a streaming device can get pretty tricky though. That's why we test the heck out of these devices. Not just by watching movies and shows on them, but by timing how long it takes to open apps across the many of the $50 and up streaming devices. We just finished testing the 4K Google TV streaming box, and our verdict is that it's the best cheap streaming device yet. Our current pick for the very best streaming device overall is the Roku Streaming Stick 4K. This model added faster performance and Dolby Vision on top of its predecessor. To help you find the right model, we've listed the best Android TV box 2024 and their key features, plus the things you need to consider to help you choose the best one for you, and as always, you can check pricing for any of these products in the description below. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. Number 7. Xiaomi Mi Box S. The Xiaomi Mi Box S doesn't compare to the likes of the Nvidia Shield TV, but if you're looking for Android TV on a budget, it's an option to consider. While it's not perfect, it has a lot going for it. And if you're looking for an Android-based streaming box and don't want to spend much, this is a decent device to go for. However, know that you will need to put up with a few bugs, a remote that doesn't always work properly, and you won't be able to use it for too many high-performance tasks. Number 6. Roku Streaming Stick 4K. The Roku Streaming Stick 4K is a small, but noteworthy, upgrade over the Streaming Stick Plus it replaces. The king stays the king, though, because little changed and only improvements came with. Most notably, we finally got Dolby Vision on this Roku stick, so your favorite streaming shows will have the right color balance and contrast, provided your TV supports it too. Otherwise, the Roku Streaming Stick 4K is a perfect balance of price and performance, costing $50 and providing snappy navigation and smooth streaming. It's got all the apps you could need too. Since Roku is a pretty great platform, the only reasons to consider spending any more are for hardwired Ethernet, if your living space demands it, which is available in the Roku Ultra and Apple TV 4. When we tested the Streaming Stick 4K, we saw content crispness jump to 1080p and then 4K in short amounts of time. We also noticed app loading that's comparable to the Chromecast with Google TV. Roku wins overall, though, thanks to its perfect streamlined interface, which puts apps above content. But the Roku Streaming Stick 4's dominance isn't by the widest of margins, as evidenced by our tightly contested Roku Streaming Stick 4K versus Chromecast with Google TV face-off. We also recommend this Roku Streaming Stick for travel, as it's a perfect addition to your next hotel or aired room's TV, while taking up minimal space in your bag. Number 5. Roku Express 4K Plus. So you want to get 4K streaming at the lowest price possible, but you're worried about cutting too many corners? Check out the new Roku Express 4K Plus, which is the replacement to the flawed Roku Premier. We like this model a lot more because of its improved remote. Previously, you needed a direct line of sight and to point your remote directly at the Roku for it to work. This way is a lot better, so you don't need to think when you click the paddle. That plus UHD image quality and snappy performance means that the Roku Express 4K Plus is the best streaming device for those on a budget. We wish it were a little heavier though, as you may wind up spending a minute fiddling with its HDMI cable to make it sit flat on a surface. The Roku Streaming Stick Plus doesn't have that issue. And if you love its /V standards such as Dolby Vision or Atmos audio, you may need to look elsewhere. Want something cheaper? Our Roku Express 2022 review dives deep on its performance gain. Number 4. Chromecast with Google TV 4K. The Chromecast with Google TV 4K makes the company's traditional streaming device a whole lot more complete. It also features excellent live TV integration with a whole section for free TV and select paid live TV streaming services, YouTube TV, Sling, and Philo. It also packs with 4K UHD streaming with support for HDR and Dolby Vision for excellent picture quality and Dolby Atmos for immersive sound. And Google TV means an interface and operating system that supports the over 6,500 Android TV apps. While it's not the minimalist streaming device that the Chromecast 3 was, the new Chromecast remote could even replace your TV's remote. It's got the power and volume controls you need to turn on your TV, plus a TV input button for switching to other devices, such as gaming consoles. Also, we really like the feel and build quality of the Chromecast remote, as it fits nicely in the palm of the hand and the buttons have a good click. Also, there are minimal branded app buttons with just Netflix and YouTube. The Roku and Fire TV remotes offer too many and should take notes. The only thing to ding this Chromecast for is that its menus can sometimes be a little slow to navigate, though they're trying to fix that with updates. And thanks to a new deal, the Chromecast with Google TV now features over 800 free TV channels. If you don't need 4K though, you're looking to spend a lot less, but still want the Chromecast experience, Google has a new Chromecast with Google TV HD, which is on this list below. Number 3, Nvidia Shield TV Pro. The latest Nvidia Shield Pro doesn't do much new, but doesn't have to in order to remain the best streaming box and retro gaming machine out there. An Android-powered set-top box/games console, it's about as powerful as streaming devices come and is jam-packed with features that will tempt movie and video game fans alike. Whether you're after high-spec PC gaming streams to your TV or 4K movies in multiple HDR formats, it's got you covered. It does offer less value for money than previous models, however, despite a spec bump. Number 2, Amazon Fire TV Cube. Using Fire TV OS, a variation of Android, Amazon's newest Fire TV Cube is by far our favorite Amazon streaming device, better in so many ways than the Amazon Fire TV Cube that was released in 2017. The processor upgrade and inclusion of Dolby Vision are great new additions, and in spite of a few shortcomings, help solidify the Cube's spot as one of the best streaming players to be released this year. The Fire TV Cube has always been rock solid in terms of performance, but the latest version introduces a number of upgrades that make it even faster. Number 1, Khadas Edge2. The Khadas Edge2 is as good as it gets in terms of performance in a small package. It is as big as a pack of cards and will handily outperform the new Raspberry Pi 5 in all benchmarks. Under the hood, the Edge2 includes a real-time clock with battery, stereo microphone, plenty of I/O ports, and 3 camera interfaces. The built-in fan whispers just a bit, even when drawing 10 W under CPU stress. If the main reason to get the Edge2 is a desktop-class CPU, its main drawbacks remain a high NSRP and small I/O connectors to play with. Unlike the fully-fledged 2.54mm connector found on the Raspberry. What we liked in the Edge2 was the OOW boot system, which simplifies the installation of various OS on the eMMC flash memory. The Edge2 is an excellent alternative to a small desktop PC and will pay for itself with the electricity saved over an Intel CPU.